Check. There it is. Now we got some volume. And our cameras and everything's kind of... I'm going to attempt to move this camera, guys. It may freeze. Because that's what this camera does. So how's everybody doing tonight? I got a special surprise. This is the guitar that was sent out as a replacement from the PWM. And if you watched that live video, after spending a little time with that guitar, I just had too many issues with it. Sweetwater really worked with me on it. I'm hoping that this one's okay. And I read a comment up there. Someone was just as excited as I was on getting it. Yeah, Niles. Yeah, 100%. I've been chomping at the bit on this one.
He said you need to hook up to the rack tonight for this one.
You know, I wish I could. Doing the rack mount amplifier, I have to run separate microphones in front of it, and it actually takes quite a bit of time. Tonight, all we're going to do is just unbox it and take a look at it. I wanted you guys here with me when I opened up the box, and we can kind of see what the thing looks like, if that makes sense. And it does appear that they have double boxed it again. So I'm not really too set up to do this. You know, we don't have a studio here and a special room that we do YouTube. This is my living room. So we're going to do the best we can. I do have the one camera behind me, but the mic is here. So if the audio goes down a little bit, I'm going to punch it up just a little bit, and we're going to switch cameras to get a better angle. That's my back. So let me punch up the volume a little bit, because I'm going to be the other direction. All right. I'm going to kind of sit like this. That way I can also see the screen. So you can see they did double box it, and the box did take a pretty good wallop right there. But let's open it up and see if it survived. That's the catch. And look, we have an audience. Wolfie, come in. He's the package inspector. I feel like I'm going to cut myself with this thing. Really need to resharpen my knives. And here it says Happy New Gear Day. You know, I did send this back with the last one, and I sent the sticker back. So I didn't keep anything. I sent everything back that came with the guitar back to them. So they did send me a sticker and another card. And did I get lucky this time? Yes, one bit of honey. Just one. And again, they put those styrofoam inflatable bags in here. Ooh, look at that, guys. They gave me two. They're sucking up to me since they screwed up my last order. Oh, I didn't get better honey though on this one. Got two pieces of double bubble gum and the little mints. That's okay. Can't get everything. So again, a lot of padding. I'm gonna toss all those out there. Schecter. So here's the box. And they must have saw how I taped up the one I sent back to them. And this was their, we're going to get you back for that. Because they definitely taped it. Let's see what we got. Lots of tape. You know, I don't know if this came in a gig bag or if it gets anything. It's evidently not a case. No gig bag, no case. So on the bottom of the box we get the little, oh, some people think that's soothing. So it's just in the box. It does not come with a gig bag or anything. Here we got a goodie bag. Got some Schecter tags. And I'm not seeing anything else. And you can see it's got the foam on the sides, neck cradle, top piece. So I guess that's not horrible. If you're familiar with this channel, you know that I definitely like the encapsulated styrofoam shipping. I think it's much better. Ooh, that headstock is sharp. That's my work phone. And yes, it is very irritating. It is that loud on purpose. This is my first neck through guitar, guys. I have never, ever, ever, ever owned a neck through guitar. This has been a dream of mine for probably 30 years to have a neck through guitar. That is beautiful. And yes, it has a battery because this has a Sustainiac. So let's get out the wiggle stick, because that is the most important part of the guitar, is the wiggle stick. Now I was talking to Kurt online, and he was telling me that this is a full stainless steel bridge. Oh, that's like taped inside the bubble wrap. So you get a little tool bag here. They do give you an extra spring and 3 Allen tools, and it looks like a truss rod tool, a straight one. Oh, it does. This has the spoke wheel truss rod adjustment right there. That's pretty cool. I did not realize that this guitar had that. Now I just need to figure out how to open up the package. This does appear to have the push-in tremolo bar. So I don't know if I have a pick handy. So let's do first impressions here. It's not quite in tune, but the necking on this guitar is very thin. It is very effortless. It plays very smooth. The action feels low, but I don't think it actually is low, but it feels low. And I believe it's tuned to a drop tuning. most likely going to have to open the nut. So let me switch over to the other camera, the forward camera. So what do you guys think? Now I can see the screen here. I do have a tuner down here somewhere. This is just like all our unboxing videos. I come home, I see the box, and it's completely unprepared. We just set up a camera, unbox the guitar. So here I have a power cord. And there's my tuner. So let's give this thing a quick tune. Probably going to have to unlock the locking nut on it.
Niall said the Mach 6 with those pickups are set up for drop.
Yeah, I don't, believe it or not, guys, I don't play in too many alternative tunings. If I do anything strange, I'll play a step down or a half step down. But that's usually about all I do. Sometimes I will tune down to maybe drop D or something. And my tuner's not working. Why is my tuner not working? This is catastrophic. Uh-oh. This might not be good. Oh, there it is. Bad connection. Let's see how far out it is. Well, it's not horrible. I'm going to try to do it without unlocking the nut. It is a floating bridge, so most likely I'm not going to be able to succeed. It's not actually that bad. Okay. And since we were completely unprepared to do this, I need to turn on my rack. Now I need to plug into my little Yamaha amp. Now we'll have to check the output to the interface. Let's see what we got. Of course, I need my headphones, don't I? Little too punchy. Cut it back a little bit. It's very I can definitely tell the difference just in the E. Yeah, I cheated there. It's mean. Knocked it out of tune. New strings, guys. It plays really nice. I don't think I've had a guitar that plays like this. It's very comfy. I would say this is definitely a winner. We will tear it apart though and double check the fit and finish, but the way it plays, that's going to take a little while to get used to how easy this thing bends.
Says, how's the feeling compared to the Red Jackson?
This one feels easier to play than the Red Jackson. But it's stretching strings. It's hard to compare guitars like that, guys. I don't have the Red Jackson here. All I can tell you is the Red Jackson is just a phenomenal guitar. It really is. I think, okay, now this is not made in America. I think the Red Jackson is probably the best bang for your buck in USA made guitars. This has far higher end specs than the Jackson. This is a neck through. Okay. This has a Sustainiac. This has a much hotter tremolo. Okay. And I think this tremolo is a step up from the one Jackson is using, because the Jackson one is just an FR1000 with an upgraded screw set. This is a stainless steel Floyd, as I understand it. So, a little bit better hardware on this guitar. Better, a neck through guitar. I mean, you can't really go, oh, it's proven, but it's neck through, okay? There's no bolts, so the resonance of the neck to body, it's going to be superior to a bolt-on. There's no seam, so all that resonance is going to go through the guitar. Can I prove that? No, I can't prove that, but it's pretty much common sense. It goes through the guitar. You can see the neck right here. That's the neck plank. That's what that is. It goes all the way through, right through where your pickups are. So it's going to be more resonant than a bolt-on. It's definitely going to stretch. That pickup sounds real mean. It's mean sounding, guys. Now, the Sustainiac, just like my Sun Valley Super Shredder, it's set up for like too much. So in this position here, let me show you this. It's crazy. It's pretty much for as long as you want it to go. The strings are definitely stretching. So clean, he wants clean. We didn't even go through all the pickup settings. So this is the bridge. Make sure there's no push pulls or anything. So this is our bridge tone. It's very mid treble focused as far as the clean sound. It has a lot of mid. All right, second position, or actually, it goes right to the third position. Second position would be center. It's not a 5-way switch, guys. It's a 3-way switch. Have to turn that one up a little bit, so it does lose gain in the second position. I actually like that one. Remember, guys, we have an EQ. So to be fair, let me set. We had the EQ set funny. So my mid, bass, and treble are all now dead center 50%. Wrong pick. That's too funny. Nicholson pick. So what I just figured out here, this pickup is already V-scooped. So I had my amp set up in a V-scoop with the mid cut, bass, and treble up. So now with the amplifier with everything dead center at 12 o'clock, you can hear it isn't. Let's go back to the bridge and listen to the bridge. Yeah, that helped the bridge as well. So the pickup has already got a V-scoop in it. It's a little out of tune as well. they're punchy. If that makes sense. You can tell the guitar is definitely set up for rock or modern high gain. Let's try our third position all the way up. I like that one. And I'm losing a channel. My mixer, I think, guys, was going out. If you guys can hear that. It's getting worse as I play. There it goes. My mixer's 30 years old. There it goes again. Yep, it's dying. I'd say it's got a pretty good clean sound. Ozzy tribute? Let's see. But the only thing I think I could get away with. Can't. YouTube does not let you play too much, guys. You can tell it's set up for. It's set up. This is a rock guitar. You can hear it. This is a nice guitar.
Do you typically adjust the springs or no?
This guitar here, if I look at the tremolo edge to the body, the springs are set just a little tight. When you set your bridge up on your tension, the base plate of your bridge needs to be parallel to the body. Okay? Tightening your springs, okay, yeah, it's going to make it feel stiffer, but that's not how you want to approach getting your tremolo stiffer. A stiffer spring will feel stiffer even when you balance it out to the guitar. It's the spring rate. So if you got a soft bar and your tremolo is setting even to the body, parallel to the body, cranking it down isn't going to make it feel any stiffer. I hate to say that. All it's going to do is bring the tremolo back down in the body, and yeah, it's not set up properly. So if you want a stiffer feel, you need to change your springs to a higher spring rate. But this one, it has a little too much tension on it because the bass, the backside of the tremolo is setting down just a little bit. But it's not bad. You can tell it doesn't, the new strings don't like my abuse.
Jupe said just send him that one and keep the other one.
You want this one? This is a nice guitar, Jim. It'll take at least a day for these strings to. I'll be playing with it. It's mean. It has that feel that it makes you want to play it fast. Past my playing ability, guys. The first thing I gotta learn is I'm way over bending. I don't know. I have to look at the Sweetwater, but the strings just bend effortlessly.
Is that Flutone mod helpful or BS?
The who?
Flutone mod?
Flutone mod. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what mod you're speaking of. This one's the Sustainiac. And I don't have the Sustainiac on right now. So if I turn the Sustainiac on, see, that setting is just way too crazy. So if we put it in the center position. Now that setting, you can use that. It's not so crazy, but you can keep the note going by working the bar a little bit. And you can hear right there, it's wanting to do too much right there. You can go in. What I had to do to my Sun Valley Super Shredder, in here there's a control board, and you can turn those gains back. You just want it to kind of help you. You don't want it. Well, Joe Satriani does all kinds of weird stuff with his Sustainiac, But if you just set it up to where it kind of helps the notes and helps you pull through, I'll set the lower side of the switch to do that, and it does help. It's definitely needs the lockers redone. Not a playing night for me, the guys' night. All I can tell you, it plays really nice. Down here, I haven't even gotten into the higher notes. There is absolutely nothing in the way. It's you can get, I don't play up here, but it's effortless with the way that thing's cut out to get up to those notes. Yeah, it needs to set, guys. Hey, we've got some new guys coming in. Yeah, I'm being really abusive on a guitar that just come out of the box. Yeah, we're gonna have to unlock the nut, guys, and the strings are stretching bad. But it's a new guitar. Like I said, whenever I put strings on a tremolo bass guitar, I never lock the nut for at least 2 days. Let the strings stretch, especially if you play like I do. I do a lot of bending and stuff. So let the strings stretch. When we get the tool in here. We're not doing a full review on this, guys. We're just kind of goofing off, take it out of the box, see if we like it. It definitely is a nice guitar. if I had to pick between this and the Jackson, if that's what you guys want to know, this is the better guitar. I will give the Jackson one thing though. Guess what? The fret ends on this guitar are not as good as the Jackson. That's what impressed me the absolute most about that Jackson American. The double chamfered fret ends. Just a lot of hand time put in that guitar, guys. But if you've never, odds are you haven't even played a guitar that has had the end dressings done like that. So you can't really miss something that you've never had. Jupe's about to find out what a double dressed in fret feels like. Because on his Schecter, that's what we did to his Schecter. We went through and really cleaned up and did a high-end fret dressing on it. Let's plug it into the tuner here and see if we can get it back into shape. Some of this will probably even out because remember I was saying that it needed a little bit of a. I think my cord's going bad. I think it needed a little bit of adjustment on the springs, but as we're tuning this guitar up and tuning it up, it's probably going to level out and be just about right. Let me take the fine tuners out here.
Lewis said just a little filing.
It's not that these frets are bad. These frets feel fine. I mean, there's no sharp frets on this guitar. That's not what I'm speaking of. When I say double chamfered, your first chamfer is the angle that they put on the end of the fret. Every fret actually has a double chamfer because they roll it over. But you can really take it up a notch. Okay, from this chamfer that they put on it, you put a secondary chamfer around that one. Then you blend it with the sandpaper. And a good secondary chamfer, when you look at it at the light, you'll get a half moon shape. And it makes just for a sweet feeling fret. This guitar has a standard fret dressing on it. And there's nothing wrong with that. A standard fret dressing can feel nice too. You know, it feels smooth through your hands. But the Jackson, they really did nice fret ends on that Jackson. I even said it in the video that it looked like a fret job that I had done. Nice fretwork. But you're buying an American guitar, and that's something new for Jackson. So I'm sure Jackson was really trying to step it up a notch. And there's nothing wrong with that. When you're paying $2,100 for a guitar, it should have something special about it. We're about to find out how well the string tree is set on this guitar. Yeah, see the pressure's not even front to back.
Will it pass the McKnight pantyhose test?
Yeah, that's what I meant. It would pass the McKnight pantyhose test, no problem. All that's doing, guys, is just telling you if you got a sharp fret ends. It's not telling you if you've got a high-end dressed fret or just a standard dressed fret. It's just letting you know how smooth it feels. This guitar would pass with no problem. There is quite a bit of angle on this tree here. Looking at it, it looks wrong. But we'll see. I think I put the tool back in here. Alright, E. And of course now it's falling off. Right, there's our E. I'm going to tighten it. Yeah, it's close. I've seen much worse. So basically what I just checked there, guys, if on a floating bridge and you have a locking nut, if you bring your string to tune and then you lock it and it goes up, that means your string tree is set just a little low. And this one did that. It did bring the pitch up just a little bit. Let's check the D and the G. You're kind of locked in on this one. That one's okay. Alright, our high E and B. It brought the B up just a smidgen. So, it's actually not that bad. Alright, let's plug it back in here. It has a good sound, guys. I'd say this is, now I got a really good deal on this, guys. I got a smoking deal, $1,500. This guitar is normally $1,650, but he gave me a good deal on it. I will say Sweetwater really worked with me with the last guitar, and that doesn't mean this guitar is perfect, guys. We're gonna go over this guitar with a fine-tooth comb, but just looking at it, it looks really nice. I'm not seeing any dents or chips or anything in it. It's just a beautiful guitar. I love the back. At first, I didn't know if I was gonna like the. See, on this side, it's a regular burst. See how they put the black on the outside, and then it goes thin. And then on this side, it's a reverse burst. So on this side, I was kind of like, I don't know if I like that or not. but it is awesome. And I can't get this. This right here is stupid nice. This guitar may run me on some of my other guitars, just with the access down here. You can tell I'm a newbie. And I keep losing my channel on my Mackie. It started out last week, guys. I think it's on its last leg. Now I'm losing the other channel. That's awful. I only got 30 years out of that Mackie. Yeah, it's lost a channel. Technical problems. Oh, it just came back. No, it didn't. That's because this is going directly to the Yamaha. There, come back on. So it sounds like we're going to be buying a mixing board. It's quite awesome. The Mackie is really screwing with my head, losing the channel back and forth. It's easy to get harmonics too. It's the point where you're resting here is at a good spot. Man, the Mackie's really screwing with me tonight, losing the channel like that. Now it's back. Either way, this is a keeper. That's an awesome guitar. Let me move this out of the way and we'll actually just chat a little bit, guys. It's a shame my Mackey's taking a dump. That board's been with me for many, many years. It started that the other night when I was playing.
Nicholas said no work tomorrow.
Actually, I do have to work tomorrow, Nicholas. But we're not doing a lot. We're not going to do a really long stream tonight, guys. I just wanted to unbox the guitar for you guys because everyone's been chomping at the bit just like me, waiting for the guitar to get here. So I think we'll end up doing a review. I don't know if it'll be this Thursday or not. I don't want to mess up like I did on the Ibanez. The strings are shushing right now, so that's why it's not staying in tune. I want to get used to the guitar, pick it up, look at it, make sure I don't miss any of the defects, and then we'll do a true review on it, if that makes sense. That way I don't miss something.
Niles says he has to go to work in 4 hours.
Oh my gosh, you got to go to work in 4 hours? That's crazy. But that's third shift though, so that means you're making the extra money. Yeah, Joe, it is. That's a sharp looking guitar, and I will say the Kurt over at Discord, he kind of leaned me this direction on the guitar. I was kind of on the fence between this one and a neck through Ibanez. And after kind of talking to Kurt and we're going over the specs and stuff, and Kurt has a model very similar to this one, and listening to him talk, I kind of went, okay, let's try the Schecter.
Zombie Fight said does it have a battery?
Yes, it does have a battery. So that's for the Sustainiac. It has a 9-volt. But it's only one battery. So the Schecter Sun Valley Super Shredder I had 2 batteries, I think, because I believe the pickups were active in that. I'm not really totally sure if that one had 2 batteries or not. But yeah, the Sustainiac requires a battery, and if it's anything like my Sun Valley Super Shredder on the high setting, you can kill a battery in a day really fast with that Sustainiac.
Said, yeah, midnight to 8 a.m. No extra money, just all they had after I came back to work after he broke his wrist.
Oh. See, a lot of places around here, Niles, they'll pay extra for second shift, and then third shift is the best paying shift because you're working late.
Juke wants to know your thoughts on the Sustainiac.
I loved the Sustainiac, Juke. I liked it in my Sun Valley Super Shredder. Now, that's why I had a hard time pulling the trigger on this one. Everyone knows I kind of got a dud. My Sun Valley Super Shredder from the factory had a cracked neck. Then all the plastics, like the pick guard and the rear covers, they all warped and twisted. And then that was my first thing with Sweetwater. They have this like 2-year, no questions asked warranty. I sent them photos of the warped pick guards and stuff, and they contacted Schecter, and Schecter sent me all new plastics for the guitar. And that's when I found out the neck was cracked, because I took the neck off the guitar, and they didn't pre-drill the neck right, and it cracked the neck in the guitar when they put the screws on it. I was kind of upset about that. But I went ahead, took the neck downstairs, I put it in a vise, I glued it back together, did a really solid repair on it. I kept it for about 3 or 4 months after that and then ended up selling it. I just, it was a nice guitar, nothing like this guitar. It was pretty much a Stratocaster with a Sustainiac and a Floyd Rose on it.
Devastator said sorry, he's distant tonight. He woke up to a funeral that was very unexpected and he's still down.
Oh, I'm sorry, Devastator. That's that's not good news. Music's the one thing that brings us up, though, guys. That's one thing to look at it. When you feel down, you can use music to get it out of your system, whether it's feeling good or feeling sad. So that's usually when you write your best stuff, if that makes sense. So I think it's a keeper, guys. It'll definitely be my new go-to. It's And that's saying something for the RGA Ibanez over here of Linnell's. It's taken several guitars coming into this house to beat that $450 guitar. Not that you have to spend $1,500 to beat a $450 guitar. Just with the guitars that have been coming through Music and Gear, this is the first one that is here, and it's going to stay here for review, that I feel is you can tell it. If you play the RGA, it plays nice. It's a solid playing guitar. When you pick that one up, it's like, oh, there's no question, this is a better guitar. It's a better feel. It's better fretwork. There's no question. And that was the issue I had with the PWM. I'd picked the PWM up, and I'm like, it's a $1,500 guitar, and it just plays this much better than that $450 Ibanez. So I had some issues with that. When you spend that kind of money, it needs to play well. I'm picky. I did this on payments, so I'm picky. If I got to make payments on something, I want to make sure that it's nice. I've done it before with Sweetwater, like the AG08 and some other things that I bought. It makes it easy for you to get into something that you may not necessarily have the upfront cash to do. But it's what, 5 payments?
I think so.
I think it's 5 payments. So that brings it to where I can do it. You put front some money, makes it a little easier on you. Exactly. Now Linnell can play her own guitar. She gets it back. That's exactly right.
That's okay. I got a couple others.
Yeah, she's got a couple others, guys. She's got the Ibanez RGA. Then she has an S model Ibanez. Then she has a Chapman and the Black Firefly. Now the Black Firefly we've put away. That was her first guitar, so that one will never go anywhere because that's just one of the first guitars she had. She had a Hamer, guys. She had a Hamer. She no longer has it. I wish she still had the Hamer. That would be cool. Those guitars are just cool guitars. If you remember Hamer, she used to have a Hamer.
It was stolen.
Yeah, it was stolen, but still, it was a Hamer, not a Slammer, a Hamer. They made the Slammer, which was the cheaper version. But yeah, so those are the guitars she's got, and she's got a Jackson on layaway. She's making payments on.
Cheryl said, or Linnell can take your new one.
Exactly. She'll trade me the S model and the RGA and the Chapman. I might do that deal. Chapman, RGA, and S model.
Yo, dreaming.
That might be a good trade, guys. You all might be onto something there. The Chapman, the S model, and the RGA for the Schecter. Either way, I'll get to play it. I'm using my noggin, guys. I know what I'm doing here. Oh. I see someone said, hey, Trucker Bob. I did. Oh, yeah, I see. Hello from the road, rolling up on I-81.
Tennessee to Pennsylvania tonight.
Oh, my gosh, you're close to us. You're going to be going up the other side. We get when we get on the turnpike, Trucker Bob. We get on at Breezewood. That's where I know that's Pennsylvania, but for us, we'll go up 81 and then take 70 at Hagerstown right into Breezewood, and then we hit the Pennsylvania Turnpike at Breezewood. Yeah, so we will do a full review on it, guys. This is just a quick stream to let you know we did get the guitar, and just a shout out to Sweetwater for really taking care of the faulty guitar we got. My sales guy Alex really, I think, did me extremely fair. He took 150 off of this guitar, and I didn't have to pay shipping on anything. They give me an RA number. I sent the guitar back, and they sent this one to me for free.
All right, Trucker Bob says he'll be passing there about midnight.
Breezewood.
And then Joe says he's right up around Hagerstown.
Oh, okay. Well, you're right in my you're right there, Trucker Bob. You're right in my neighborhood now. If you're up in Hagerstown, Winchester.
That's Joe.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's my neck of the woods there. All right, guys, we're gonna call it quits. Played it a little bit, and stay tuned. We're gonna do a full review on it. But initial thoughts, it's a nice damn guitar. Excuse my French. Not supposed to be a family channel. It's a really nice guitar. It's my first neck through guitar, and remember what I always say, whenever you get a new guitar, you get that new guitar glaze over your eyes. Let me play it. Let me really look at it. And everyone knows here I'm 100% honest. If I find something or find a defect or something that I feel shouldn't be, I'll let you guys know.
Trucker Bob meant Carlisle.
Carlisle. Yeah. Carlisle to us is about an hour, 40 minutes?
Yeah, probably.
Probably about an hour and 40 minutes away up 81. So we've been up there. That's where I bought my Egnator amp, was Carlisle.
Niles said night. So happy you got it finally.
Yeah, Niles, you were chomping at the bit just like I was. I was like, yes. I called the Funny Honey at lunchtime. Well, no, it was about, 4?
Devastator's going.
Oh, good night, Devastator. This is the first time Devastator's left us early. So I hope you feel better, Devastator, and our condolences. Yeah, so we'll do a full review on it, and it won't be tonight because I have work tomorrow. But guys, don't forget about the Discord server. Go over to the Discord server. There is a special room at the top for the guitar giveaway. You have to be publicly subscribed to the channel. And the only reason you got to go to Discord is you got to go there and say, please opt me in on the guitar giveaway. That way Devastator's keeping track of everything and he's writing down everyone. And he goes to the Music and Gear main page at YouTube and he cross-references the two to make sure that you're publicly subscribed. Once he sees that, you're in the running. And I'll be honest with you, right now you got really good odds of winning.
Just got through Roanoke.
Oh, so you're coming up 81 heading north, Trucker Bob?
Yeah, he's going north.
Oh, well, Trucker Bob, when you get to the I-66 interchange, it'll say Washington, D.C., not 64. When you go past 64 and all that, like you're going to go into Roanoke, go past that. Stay on 81 because you're going down that way anyway. You're going to see I-66. When you hit that interchange, you are exactly 8 miles from my house. I mean, I'm literally right there. We should go out there and hold up a big sign as you go by. Hi, Trucker Bob. Big, get the construction lights out there. That would be funny. You could toot your horn as you went by. But yeah, I got my EMGs installed today, but had to leave before I could play it. Oh, that's awful. That's just teasing you to get back home. Got a new guitar with new EMGs and can't play it. Well, that gives you, that means hammer down. Get that load where it's going and get back. That's what that means. I see we got, I didn't even talk to everyone that was in the chat. I see we got Vox in here. Yeah, Vox, this is a sweet guitar. It's the nicest guitar I own. I can already tell you that. Even if I find a flaw on it, it's 100% the nicest guitar I own. So it's going to get a lot of love here, I can tell you that. All right, guys. Like I said, I was talking about the Discord server. Go there, opt in on the guitar giveaway. I know the PRS was sold, so we're looking for another PRS similar to the one that Devastator found at the $450 price mark. And we still are kind of up in the air on which guitar we're going to order. So right now I believe there's two different Jackson models, a PRS and an Ibanez. So these aren't cheap guitars. These are $400 to $500 guitars. And even if we do find a problem, they're going to get the Avery once over, and then we're going to spin a wheel, and then they go out to whoever wins it. So thanks everyone for coming in and just watching a quick unboxing and listen to a guy wail on a brand new guitar.
Lewis said he's not familiar with Discord. He wants to know if you'll elaborate a little.
Basically, Discord is like a gaming server. You can log on and you can play with friends. But we use it for something other than gaming. It's a free thing that you can get on, and you can do voice chat, you can video chat with people, just like I'm doing here. But if you've got a computer, you can have your video on, and you and I can talk back and forth right on Discord, and along with a bunch of other people.
Devastator put the link up. He said, "Oh, I see the link."
Yeah, it's really cool. Don't get frustrated if you get into the voice channel and you can't actually talk. Some of the settings in your setting you may have to change to get it to work with your camera and your microphone. But every night someone's in there. If you don't like typing, just go to the voice room and just get in there and talk. And you don't have to turn your camera on, but if you want to turn your camera on and get in there and talk with the other guys, you can. Or you can just put up links of guitars that you find, good deals. If some people find stuff, you think it's a good deal, whether it's on Reverb or something local, you can post what you find or post the guitars you got there, and people will comment on it. It's pretty cool.
Trucker Bob said his wife said no more guitars.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Well, Linnell can't say nothing. She's been on. She's had gas, as we call it, for about the last 3 or 4 months. She's had gas pretty bad on some guitars. Gas really bad on this Flake Jackson, this crackle finish Jackson. Out of the blue, she just like, I want that one. So I can't say anything. I get like that too. I go through spells. It's like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. And then we sell guitars, and then we get new guitars, and that's part of it. Yeah, guitars kind of come and go. Sometimes we get one that just never leaves. And there's nothing wrong with that. You just bond with it. It becomes part of you.
Trucker Bob's wife said no more guitars, but she bought the new one.
Oh, that's too funny. Well, Trucker Bob, she said, you can't buy the new guitar. She gets to pick. What this is you've picked enough guitars. Now it's her turn to pick your guitars. It sounds like she picked you a nice one, though. Especially with the EMGs putting on it.
Well, he had EMGs put in it.
Yeah. Well, see, how'd you work that out, Bob? Well, see, the EMGs aren't a guitar. That's what you do, Trucker. You have her buy the guitar that you want to hot rod. And then when you get it, say, well, honey, this isn't a guitar. These are pickups. Or, honey, these are new pots. Or, I need a new tremolo. Or, I need a new strap. That's how you work that. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming in. Like I said, go over to the Discord, enter to win the new guitar, and I'll see everyone on Thursday night. And I'll be on Discord this week, so just come on in. We can hang out and chat. Thanks, guys. And again, go down, hit the like button, leave me a comment, and if I haven't already, go to the main channel, check out some of the guitar reviews and some of the stuff the channel does. Hopefully I've earned your subscription and you'll go down there and hit subscribe. We do quite a bit here, and it's a fun group of guys. All right, guys, thanks. Have a good night.